Hello and welcome to the February Nature's Rhythms update, where we take a look at where we are in the wheel of the year and also what significance it has to other cycles in our life. So right now in February is that time where the seed of potential is just starting to open. We can't see it yet. It's under the ground, or sometimes you can see little shoots starting to appear at this time of year. And it's that time that we want our intention really clearly in there. It's a time to manifest. You know, at this time would be if you were just about to start a project, it would be before you act. The dreaming, everything starts with a thought and then starting to dream and really get that feeling into your body. With the moon, if you're looking at the cycle of the moon, it's that time from the new moon, we're coming brighter and brighter. There's slightly more energy, there's more potential arising. So we're going to take a look at how we can harness, so wherever we are in the cycle, and certainly this time of the year really provides this kind of energy that can get behind your dreams and what you want to achieve as you go through the year. My name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach and I specialise in somatic practices. And I'm also co-creator of a Handpicked Life, which is a membership platform that is really there to provide you with the life skills, the life coaching skills and the somatic practices so you can create a life you love and really stay on track. So today we're going to have a look at what we can do to harness this energy and have a look at where it affects us in the body, because this time of year the kidney energy, the organ of the kidney, is really associated with this time of the year, along with the bladder. And the emotions associated with these are fear. So we're really bringing fear into courage. So when you're working with the kidney energy, we're starting to hone things down now. We did a dream big in our January update. What do you want for 2022? Now we're really getting down to the detail of what it is and how we want to go forward. And that's often when the fears start to arise. And when we work with the kidney energy, we're really helping to soothe the body and give it the strength that it needs to make any changes that are relevant to what it is you want to create right now. And the reason it's really great to work with these meridians and these organs at this time is because you're speaking a language that the body understands. You know, often just before we go to act, that's when we can draw back. We can get really good at dreaming and knowing what we want and creating our vision boards, and then that moment of action we can often take that U-turn. And the kidney, which really relates to fear, when we nourish it, when we look after it, and there are ways to also sedate that energy, sedate the fear, then we're starting to let the body feel safe enough to do something new, to act and go beyond the dream and make it a reality. And this precious time now, taking the time just to still keep nurturing. It's not a time to jump into action, but just keep nurturing. So like I say, if you're at the beginning of a project, and you could be in a project right at the end of the summer, but recognizing where you are in the wheel and really going through the stages is going to help you to make sustainable change, to let your project really come to fruition, and so you can really celebrate it. So this month, working with the energy of the kidney and the energy of courage, you're going to commit to action. So take your notebook now and write down 4 things that you commit to doing that will support your dream. So whether that's getting up earlier in the morning, or you're making a change with your diet, or you want to exercise more or socialize more or sleep more, whatever it is, get really clear and then start to bring the feeling in by imagine every single day, taking time to imagine how that feels and write these feelings down now. get really clear in the present tense, be really clear about the reason. And we're still not acting, but we're starting to feed the dream. So all that action under the surface, that when it comes time to burst forth, you've really got the resources there because you've rehearsed this. You know why you're doing it. You know what it feels like. That in itself is going to give you that motivation. And the more you feel it, then the action. We often take the action hoping to get the feeling and the motivation. When you do that, that's when things are short-lived. But if you really build the feeling now, and you go into this feeling good, you're not using willpower, but the natural next step is to act on it when the time's right and when you've built that energy. So stoke it now. Really let that seed come through and nourish you. So pause the video now and write down 4 things that you are committing to. What will you do in order to make your dreams come true? And however small they are, make sure that they are in alignment with what makes you shine, with the reason you're doing this in the first place. So we're going to go into a somatic practice now, and we're building on this, working with the energy of the kidney. We're helping to nourish the energy because we're still in that time. This is the time to still keep nourishing. We're still quiet. We're still in winter, although those seeds of potential are starting to appear, and we're also starting to water them. So stay with that. Keep that beautiful balance now that you see everywhere in nature, where something's whispering, and be really clear about what your whispers are. And there's a beautiful saying that if you listen to the whispers, then life doesn't have to shout at you. So now listen to the whispers of your soul, of your desires, and really water and nourish them. So let's have a look really simply at stimulating the kidneys now. So I just want you to rub your hands together, shake them off, and just get some movement in the body, and take your feet just slightly wider apart, and we're just going to swing from side to side. So get some movement in there. Now the waist is really related to the kidney, and as you do this I want you to swing your arms, and I'm just tapping. So I'm tapping my waist and one kidney every time I come around, and get a nice swing with that. Nice deep breaths, and this is a great way to stimulate the kidney. And when we have that energy alive, it kind of acts like jump leads on the rest of the system. Okay, and then just go to swinging the arms. You can do this for as long as feels good, and then just come back to a still point. Just relax the shoulders. And then bring your hands to your collarbone and go to where that knobbly bit is at the end. And then you're going down and out about an inch, and you'll go into a dip. And you're going to tap this area and move your eyes around. Now this is the end of the kidney energy pathway. So move your eyes around, because from here it goes inwards and it goes up behind the eyes. And these are great points to do, particularly between 3 and 5 in the afternoon when you get that energy dip, just to make sure that everything's running in the right direction. So move your eyes around, keep breathing, and remember when you breathe out, let go completely, and then take a deep breath in. Just shake that off. Relax the shoulders, and then I want to show you the first point on the kidney meridian. So if you come underneath the foot, and if you crunch your foot, you're going to get a little dimple there right below the ball of the foot. Get your finger in there and massage. It's called the wellspring of life. Often it can be a little bit tender, but you want to get into both those points. Okay, and stay there as long as you like. I'm going to keep switching. But you can just do one foot and then the other foot. for as long as feels good, and then release that. And then we're going to trace the kidney. So bring your hands now underneath to that kidney 1 point. Come along the feet to behind the ankle bone and circle the ankle bone. So you come forward to behind the ankle bone and then draw the energy up the inside of the legs. Keep going, keep going. You go slightly out of the groins and then come up either side, the centre of the body, and tap those K27. Just move your eyes around. I'm just going to do that one more time. So bringing the hands underneath the feet to K1, come to the back of the ankle, up and over, around the ankle, up the legs, and tap, move your eyes. Keep doing that throughout this time. Keep the kidney energy strong and vibrant. So doing this kidney exercise daily, you'll really help to nourish what's needed at this time of year. And then once you've done that, if you notice already, you may feel a sense of aliveness just from drawing your energy up your body. Now is the time to really get behind what you want to achieve in your dream world. And do that by get into your body and get to the feeling. So whenever you think about what it is you're going to accomplish, whether that's with your project or how you want to feel, what your approach to life wants to be, whatever it is that you are choosing to take action on, then right now is the time to dream that and make it happen through your feeling. So take time each day to get, how does it feel to feel really courageous? How does it feel to see this project actually manifested? What's the essence underneath this, for the real reason that you want to do it in the first place? So we've got an understanding now of where we are in the wheel, and there's a somatic practice to help to transform fear into courage. And with the journal prompts, being really clear about what the next steps are. And remember, the next steps are to manifest this internally, to really build on the feeling. We can often get excited now and want to move forward too quickly. Give it that pause, give it a chance to really build the feeling in the body. And then when you come to act, you've really got the sustainability there. You've got the energy to see this through. And what you won't have is your body rearing up to go, hang on, this is different. We don't do this. Let's go back to what we know, because it's familiar in your body. You've got this feeling. You've already lived it for a while. So every time you drop back into that and you're building it, you're saying, this is already here. The change has already happened. And the action is the next natural step. So practice this, transforming fear into courage, every day. And if you'd like to take it deeper, then sign up to our mailing list and you'll receive our free course, which will take you around the wheel, and you'll be able to use the dream time exercise to drop into a deep meditation and really build on these feelings. So it's a pleasure, it feels joyful to make these changes. And when the time's right to take that action, you won't need that willpower to push through. So experiment with it, be curious with it, enjoy it, and keep us posted. And thank you for joining me.